Hello, everyone. I'm Rachel.
And I'm Noella.
Welcome to Collective Gifts. So, today we'll be talking about why we fast and pray. So, oftentimes we'll go to God because we want something, we need His supernatural divine intervention. And so we'll come to pray to Him and fast, but that's not really the reason why we're fasting and praying. Or maybe times we fast because you want a detox for your physical body
And lose weight.
And so that's also not a reason why we're going forth to fast and pray to God. We are doing it because fasting and praying is part of our worship. And as we go to God, then we're humbling ourselves so that we as a triune being, where we are spirit, we have a soul, which is our mind, will, and emotions, and we also have a physical body. And our spirit should be dominating us, right? We should be spirit ruled whenever we go forth in our daily life of faith, because we are believers, right? And we're no longer going forth in our fleshly ways. And so sometimes when we're going through life, though, like our flesh will rise up, and then our spirit will be down here. And sometimes this fasting and praying, it helps us recalibrate so that we subject our flesh, so that when we deny ourselves of a food item or an activity that we love, then we're allowing our spirit to take over and be ruled. And as we humble ourselves, then we're able to hear from God, whatever He's speaking to us, what He wants us to know during this time. Or maybe it is also when we're about to enter into a new season in life, or we just on the verge of a breakthrough and we need help. Or if we're also fasting and praying because we want to seek more of God, because we're hungering for more of Him, and being able to delight ourselves in the Lord, so He gives us the desires of our heart. And so when we do that, then we allow God to move, and it helps enrich our relationship. So fasting and praying is not a transactional thing where we think, okay, we're going to fast and pray, therefore when we do this, God's going to give us what we want. That's not the case. It's more of our benefit in our relationship with God, so that we can get recalibrated from the distractions and the clutterings of life. And so what are some things that you fast, Noel?
Well, sometimes we fast meals or coffee, potato chips or chocolate or any type of stuff that we really like to eat.
And
Basically.
sometimes it's seasonal too, right? Like sometimes you might be on this whole phase of where you're eating lots of potato chips. And so it's like, all right, we need to cut that off. And so that's true. And what are some activities do you fast?
Binge watching, because we like, there's certain TV shows we like to watch. And so it's just nice when you have the whole season and you're able to just watch it continuously without like having to wait a week for the next episode. And so that's one of the things that we like to do.
Which can be a time waster, I know. And so then that's when we also know, all right, we need to fast. And so there's times too where you may feel in your spirit where God is just giving you that unction. You feel compelled to fast, and you're not quite sure why. Like in this season, right now, I'm feeling that unction to do the family fast again. And it's not because, I'm very strict and religious and I just want us to fast and we need to go for the Lord. But I'm feeling in my spirit that fast that we did in January, the State of Aloha Family Fast, was a tremendous blessing. And it taught us about love, on how to live aloha. And aloha is Hawaiian for love. And we want to be in a state of aloha where we are walking love, because that's how the world knows us, is through our love. The love of God is shed abroad in our hearts. And that's what we want to do, is be able to love one another, because that is what God commanded us to do. And so as we go forth in this fast, it's kind of like a refresher, or it's helping us to reflect, okay, what changes have we made this year? Are we being consistent, walking in love with our loved ones, or maybe even with God and even ourselves? And so as we go forth in this fast, it's helping us to just be a refresher and an added moment of reflection, and also just allowing God to speak to us, because I know for us, we all believe, right, that God is a God of restoration and healing, and He wants to heal families. And there are family members that we love, right, that we care about, and we want God to bring forth the gift of salvation to them, or we want God to work in their lives, or maybe there's strife and division in our families, and we want God to bring forth peace and healing and unity. And so as we fast, we're able just to allow God to minister to us, because the change isn't going to be in them. The change is going to come to us. When we change, then there's going to be changes that are going to overflow into other people in our relationships. And so we're beginning the State of Aloha Family Fast beginning tomorrow, September 21st. It's a 21-day fast that we did in January, and we're doing it again for tomorrow. So September 21st until October 11th. And each day we'll be giving out a devotional that's on video, and something that either Noella and I or both of us together will be doing. And so we hope that you'll be blessed. And if you're new and you're watching this and you just heard about the fast, you're welcome to hop on board and join, because we're going to see what glorious things God will do as we do this family fast together, where we're going to fast and pray, make declarations, and also reflect on things and make changes within ourselves so that we can go forth in the manifestation of our prayers of being a family of love and unity and healing and restoration, and we enjoy living life together. Amen.
Amen.
All right. And just as a little fun tidbit, then let's just quickly discuss, what are some things that you're going to be fasting this time around?
Coffee.
Yes, we've been having fun with cold brew coffee. That's a good thing. And typically when we fast, if one person fasts on one thing, then the other person will do it. We'll do it together because it gets a little easier. Chaotic. Yeah. So we can keep each other accountable. And so this time around, we'll be fasting coffee. We'll be fasting some meals. And we'll also be fasting binge watching. So hopefully you two will choose a food item, anything that you love, or a meal, that you're going to give up for the 21 days. Also, an activity. I challenge you, if you want to take this fast to another level, then the more you do, the more you'll get a greater return on your investment. And we've seen that, where we just fast one thing, we're blessed. But when we start giving up some multiple things just to get that flesh into subjection, then we end up just receiving more from God and just being able to just be tremendously blessed with all the different things that he does. He speaks and reveals and ministers to us. And so you can also fast an activity. So I challenge you to add on an activity, whether it is binge watching something, or maybe it's on social media, or what other activity that you really love that is maybe even a time killer that's not really helping you be productive in your day. Then I encourage you to find something and give that up, and we'll just see what God is doing during this fast. All right? Okay, anything you want to add on?
No, that's it.
We're not editing this, so hey, she has nothing to add on. I guess we have enough. So thank you for joining us. We'll see you again soon. Bye.
Bye.